What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games. In today's video, we got ZUR'S location and inventory. Doing this for the second time because he moved. But yeah, crashes happen. Anyway, roll the intro. Let's go and do it. You certainly enjoy. Alrighty, so ZUR is now at the tower. Things have changed and he's back at the tower for some reason. Anyway, let's go have a look at what his inventory actually is. Fingers crossed it's something decent this week.
My will is not my own, is yours.
Well, ZUR, your will not being your own is fairly decent, because this week in itself, you've got some pretty good stuff. I will actually say there's one thing I do actually really like there. Let's start things off though with the Apotheosis Veil for the Warlock. 23 legendary shards, max total stats of 64. This thing in itself is pretty beastly. Main perk on it is actually called Insatiable. Immediately regenerate health, melee, grenade, and rift energy upon casting your super. Nearby allies recharge class abilities faster as well. This thing in itself, surprisingly, is still actually decent. I mean, Bungie hasn't actually nerfed this one into the ground as of yet. It will actually work with pretty much all subclasses for your actual Warlock in itself. It's pretty decent. I myself run this from time to time in Lost Sectors simply because getting your ability energy on your super is actually really good, so you can go ahead and actually freeze other enemies, and you know how it actually goes with the stasis stuff. Anyway, 23 legendary shards, pick it up, not got it. Moving on, next up we've got ourselves the Worm God Caress for the Titan. These things in itself, 23 legendary shards. Bungie did actually lock these out for a while because they were too good. However, 66 in the stat is really freaking beastly for recovery and discipline. I mean, come on, who doesn't actually like recovery and discipline on, especially being a Titan? It's pretty decent. Main perk on this is actually called Burning Fists. Melee kills increase melee damage for a period of time, and additional kills extend duration and increases effects. This thing in itself honestly is crazy good with the actual Hammer Titan, simply because you can throw your hammer, the hammer actually does damage, those melee kills get more damage, and then you can actually keep throwing the hammer and do more damage, and it kind of stacks and stacks and stacks. This thing is beastly. Pick it up if you have not got it. Once again, 23 legendary shards for the Torton. It's pretty good. Next up, we've also got ourselves the Shinobu's Vow for the Hunter or Huntress. 23 legendary not grenade, 23 legendary shards for this 65 roll. I'm actually picking this up because it is really good for a actual Hunter or Huntress. This thing in itself being new tricks, its main perk, improved skip grenade, and gain an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenades return energy when it actually damages enemies. This thing itself, PvP, definitely useful. PvE, this thing is amazing. It honestly allows you to pretty much constantly get your grenades back, just because Bungie pretty much wants this thing to be as good as it was in D1. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 2300 shards, pick it up if you've not got it. Moving on, next up, we've also got ourselves the Merciless. Didn't he have Merciless before? I don't know. He probably did. But 29 legendary shards for Merciless in itself. This thing in itself, conserve momentum, non-lethal hits, lessen charge time. I should actually go in and read what it's called. Conserve momentum, non-lethal hits with projectiles. Make this weapon charge faster until its wielder gets a kill. Yeah, we've actually already seen this one. Anyway, also secondary being impetus. It's pretty freaking decent, this thing. If you don't actually get the kill and reloading the weapon after actually getting that kill, causes you to get more damage. Then that more damage, if it actually doesn't actually kill a boss, does more damage to said boss, and then you can keep doing that on said boss until you kill said boss. It's a multi-weapon, pretty much. It's the thing. 29 legendary shards, pick it up if you have not got it. And finally, we've got ourselves the Exotic Engram for 97 legendary shards. Exotics, these things in themselves can also be random, because they always are, but let's see what I get. I got myself the Liar's Handshake, as well as an enhancement call. ZUR, you love me today. 66 on the Liar's Handshake, 65 on Shinobu's Vow. That's actually surprisingly good. I only had a 60 Shinobu's Vow, so yeah, this thing is great. This thing is even better. I'm not going to say I don't actually like that, especially it's 13, 14, 13, 13, 13, 14. This is pretty decent, pretty awesome. Thank you, ZUR. I actually like that, you yellow-eyed bastard who's got tentacles coming out of your face. Your legendary weapons this week. You've got the 7th 7 Carbine, pretty decent. Last Perdition, don't actually have one of those with this roll because I keep dismantling these rolls for some reason. I like them, but they're only good in PvP. In PvE, it's just not that useful for me. We've got the Whispering Slab. This thing has Killing Wind and Swashbuckler. I'm actually picking that up because that is a really decent roll on a bow. I don't think I've had Combat Wind or Killing Wind and Swashbuckler on Whispering Slab before. I think I've had it on a secondary, but yeah. Timeless Vex, Timelines Vortex. What am I talking about? This thing itself, pretty decent shield, you know, thingy. Main ingredient. Who doesn't love main ingredient with backup plan? This thing is fun. Outrageous Fortune. This is kind of more of a PvP role than it is anything else. I mean, it is good to be good in PvE because, you know, Rampage and all that kind of stuff, but this thing definitely could come in handy in Trials. Maybe, we'll have to see. We've also got ourselves Killing Wind and Quick Draw on a Crowd Pleaser. That is pretty decent. That is nice. Not bad. Also, all these 50 Legendary Shards, 1000 Glimmer. You know that. And the armor this week, 62 on the legs. It's not bad. 50, 62. It could be better. Could definitely be better. And Exotic Cipher, of course, because the Exotic Ciphers are always there. Anyway, this has been Zor's Location and Envoy for the weekend. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did actually pick up anything from Zor, let me know in the comment section down below. Do all that good stuff. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll be cheering like Karen ever. He was a cheering. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.